It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Jets coming up next.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, a lot of buzz here in the tri-state area about these Jets in 2023. Do you think that they are ready to challenge the Bills and the Dolphins for supremacy in the AFC East?
I certainly do, and for two big reasons. Number one, Aaron Rodgers is in town at quarterback, but number two, their defense, which kept them in every game last year and only got better through the draft this year. If they can pair those together, they can compete with anyone in the AFC East and the AFC in total.
Then for the visiting 49ers, they're exciting on the offensive side of the ball, but it's the defense that really provides a lot of stability. They were second by a whisker to the Bills in total defense a year ago.
And they have all pro-caliber players at all three levels, all capable of taking over a game.
The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Purdy off the play fake. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now throw incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Now the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10. at their own 17-yard line. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage behind. But every now and then you bring that pressure out and make him deliver the ball on time. Is when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep. That's when they're in big trouble.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find out on Lazard. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Straight ahead is Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll run with Hall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drake Jackson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's caught by Jennings. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 41, here's second down and 5. Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action. Now Purdy. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let him fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Hall on a give up the middle. There he goes left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 64 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, the secondary. They can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Purdy got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw. The quick slant caught. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Okay, Brandon,
so
thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime
and our
report.
EA Sports halftime report. Coach,
this has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball start. Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Dances by him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A second down throw for Purdy. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Purdy bootlegging it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work. 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Down the left sideline. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 52 yards. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. This is Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now Purdy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Fights through it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to run with Hall. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down in the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
So that maybe not a knockout. Certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A toss left side for Hall. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. Here's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lance looks to throw again. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And Lance going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment,